Not aware, I will give you a brief summary. I like to tell these stories extracting all religious connotations to ensure that um, uh, I learn from the wisdom of the story and rather than getting stuck if it was true or not. There is a point that the Cain and Abel story is a story that keeps repeating itself, and I will give you some examples today. But in essence, in case you are not familiar, Cain and Abel are siblings, and they both get to work in recognition to God, right? And think of God as your supervisor, as your parent, as the person or entity that has authority over you. So, in one hand, we see Cain, who is working productively, is sacrificing enjoyment, ensuring to ensure that that Abel gets results. On the other hand, you have Cain, who is doing a sloppy job, who is not putting as much effort as his brother Abel. So, when both Cain and Abel bring their works to God, right, to that authority figure, as you might expect, the authority figure tells Abel, Abel, you're doing a great job. Look at that. Look at all that you have built. Look at how it is growing, how the flowers are blossoming, how your essence as a person uh, gets better with time, just like with wine, because it is about both hard and smart effort. On the other hand, when the authority figure of God, or the parent, or the boss, the teacher, the supervisor, sees the work of Cain, says, Cain, your work is not up to par. It's poor performance, and that is bad on you. So, what happens with society, and this is why the Cain and Abel story keeps repeating itself, is that we do not like others to tell us how bad are we. So we look for ways to clarify why the other person is not seeing our stuff as the great thing. So Cain immediately starts blaming everything except his own responsibility. And of course, because comparison is the thief of joy, we see Cain and Abel that see each other. And Cain sees the work of Abel and he gets jealous. And jealousy can take the best away from us. So what happens? Cain goes and kills Abel, thinking that that will end all the problems, right? And we see this in society all the time where someone is told something and this person represented by Cain turns around and throws something so magnanimous that might end the life of Abel. So in this case, you have Abel, who is assassin by Cain. And I repeat again, this is a story that repeats itself over and over and over again in society. So when Cain kills Abel, he tries to hide, right? And it's very similar to when someone throws a stone or a rock, right? And then they hide themselves. But that authority figure, in this case in the Bible, the authority of God, but also in society, your boss, society, people in social media, people everywhere, right? They are able to capture who you are. And no matter what you do, no matter how much you hide, the truth is going to uncover you and show who you really are. So when God or the authority figure inquires, what happened to your brother? Cain says, no, not my responsibility. I am not going to accept or acknowledge, but the truth is right there. So Cain leaves. And in the Bible, and also in some of the movies I have seen, there is a mark that represents that Cain has killed his brother, right? And that mark, if you extract religious connotation, is your conscience. How you feel when you kill someone. Not only like with Cain killing Abel physically, but also when you want to kill someone's reputation, when you want to throw mud in someone's front yard to ensure that to feel that you are more than the other person. So Cain spends his whole entire life with this mark, and the thought is, oh, nobody's going to employ him, nobody's going to give them opportunities because he has done this awful thing. Well, the mark of Cain is your conscience not letting you be free, because when you do things such as to kill the essence of somebody else because of your jealousy, you're going to carry that for the rest of your life. If you want to know more about this feeling, about how does it feel in your conscience when you kill someone, please read Crime and Punishment by Fyodor Dostoevsky. That would be a great episode someday.